but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing.
Well, hello. Oh, guys, I miss you all. Thank y'all for tuning in on those Thursdays that JG. And thank you for tuning in with Slim J, just my opinion. Here's me. Oh, tonight we got some good for you. So just stay tuned. Get your popcorns, your drinks, whatever you like to have while you sit back and look at Slim J, just my opinion. So I can give y'all a little second so y'all can get tuned in and relax because we're going for a ride. Crash out or cash out. And these people, they've been doing some serious things. Jealousy plays a lot in both of these stories. Well, matter of fact, all of the stories that we're going to do tonight. Hopefully that I can get your attention and you can stay tuned to Slim J, just my opinion, to get some of this good juice going on. Well, we'll see how many people done tune in, give y'all a little time. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen me, so I'm going to give y'all a little time to get marinated in. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget the like button on YouTube, Instagram, Twig. Ooh, we have so many of them now. Just follow me and have your choice of which one you want to do. YouTube, Instagram, or Twig. Well, today, guys. Whew, I tell you, jealousy is something serious. So, with jealousy, there's also getting out of control or just handling life a different way. I think that I would have handled it a different way. But y'all remember Lil Ronnie, his daughter who got killed at the car wash in Dallas, Texas, or outside of Dallas. I don't want to just really tune Dallas out, but out there. Now, it was so much going on behind that. these guys went to the car wash, killed this man and his daughter. And for some reason, I guess they thought they wasn't going to get caught. But if you've been following this story, it's so many twists and turns. Like, it's kind of like a movie. I mean, you have so many people involved in this story. You have the two guys. You have the guy and his baby mama, which wasn't dating no more. You have a child that end up at somebody's house that the mother was not aware of because she was out of town, and her child then went to different hens to different people's houses, and she did not know. And then she come back Tuesday to find out that Lil Ronnie is dead. His daughter is dead. But all that, people went to jail. They found people who did it. But then this what got me. This what really got me. People, they grieve different ways. You have some people may eat themselves to death, drink themselves to death. Now, when I'm saying death, I just mean like to a level where it's kind of they out of it. The zone is their world only, and nothing around them counts or matter. So yeah, people grieve differently, and I respect it. I mean, I get it. But you know how people die, and then there's money involved. It changed people, don't it? Yeah, it changed people, especially if you don't have the money and you know came into a lump sum. Then you know, I'm sure you're gonna celebrate, but how far would you take your celebration on somebody's death being your lotto ticket? I can say that's just them, J. My opinion, though. That's all I'm saying. But how do you celebrate somebody's death? Not just a family member, but or a friend, but your child. You know, the old folks used to say, "I'd rather my kids bury me than me to bury my kids." I think they should have did this a different way, and it's so much comeback on this because everybody that look at this video really, really had a lot to say, and I had a lot to say too. But it's just our opinion. It just so happened this Slim J is just my opinion. I think they could have done this a better way. I don't think that you should get cocky after you have asked for help. I don't think that you should go and be out in the world to say this is what I got because people out there are hungry when it comes to money and they see that you have something that they want, they'll come and take it. They know you got it. Just like winning lotto and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna tell nobody," but then you tell that one friend or you tell that one cousin or that one family member, and they go tell everybody, and all of a sudden you get all these family members and all these different people that know you in elementary, and you don't know them at all. Not even after you go look at the yearbook pictures, but then you have those people that watch your every move because they want some of that money that you have. So I think could have been done a different way, but I don't let y'all say what y'all gotta say because I have a lot to say about this. I just kind of hit the icebergs of it because, to be honest with you, you gotta watch it, and then I'll tell you what I think later. So tune in. Here we go.
There, echoing in broad daylight. And moments later, he was gone. It was supposed to be a routine stop, a simple car wash. But on the morning of March 3rd, 2025, Texas rapper and gambler known as Hood fame Lil Ronnie would never make it out alive.
A 30-year-old man and his 5-year-old daughter were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
At this point, it appears to be a targeted And police are looking for 2 gunmen. Dozens of evidence markers show where the gunfire erupted today at the car wash on I-20 at Forest Hill Drive. A 30-year-old rapper and his young daughter were both killed.
Lil Ronnie, a father, and his 5-year-old daughter were gunned down in a violent ambush at Slappy's Express Car Wash in Forest Hill, Texas, a suburb of Fort Worth. The car was riddled with bullets, both victims DOA. But as the community mourned, one person's behavior on social media raised eyebrows. Shaman Jones, the mother of little Armani, started a GoFundMe and raised over $53,000 in just days. And seems to be flaunting her newfound fortune, turning up flash of money and talking about designer clothes. Was this a grieving mother, or was she trying to profit off her baby daddy and their daughter? We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metro, drop DFW.
Now, I don't know if that's like a rapper thing, a Texas thing, to put money in the air like that. Like, I mean, first of all, it's so germy. Like, who want all the germs on you like that? Second, you is inviting those thirsty people that's out there that's suffering and that's live as robbers. They go out there and they're gonna get it one way or the other, regardless of the situation that they know you in. They want that money. And for her to just go out there and just showing everybody how much money she raised, I think I think she overdid it. That's just my opinion. But I think she overdid it. And to be out there wilding out like that, you would probably think more of her trying to do more things with the money as trying to make sure that they get the proper burial. They get, I mean, if you want to go to the top with it, that's fine. But to advertise the money thing was, for me, it was too much over the top. It was too much over the top. But just the beginning. Check this out.
You below in the comments.
Got my little Valentine's with me today.
Just 2 weeks before his death, Lil Ronnie was at his daughter's school for a Valentine's Day event. It was Donuts with Dad, a celebration of love with the children and their fathers. Lil Ronnie's last Instagram post tells the story how his daughter Armani was upset that her friend at school was sad and left alone. Her friend's father was unable to show up, so she wanted that friend to sit with her and her father. Lil Ronnie cheered up his daughter and her friend by allowing the friend to sit with them and take pictures. His daughter Armani, clearly an empath, was happy her friend wasn't alone. And the friend was happy that Armani's dad entertained both of them. She expressed gratitude for the gesture.
And how was Valentine's Day? Did you like it with them?
Yeah.
It made you feel welcome and special?
Yeah.
What did y'all do on Valentine's Day?
We ate donuts.
Oh, yeah?
And my favorite donuts.
Oh, my goodness.
2 weeks after their Donuts with Dad event, the little girl went to school and realized she would never see her friend Armani again.
I missed you at school today, Armani. I love you.
Steve and Heather, that first 911 call came in just before 11 a.m. this morning, and we did not receive an update from Forest Hill Police until just about an hour ago at 8 p.m. They now tell us police have identified at least one of the suspects and have issued a capital murder warrant. However, police are not releasing any of the names of the suspects. We know that 2 men, police say, opened fire on the victims. A witness who lives across the street from the car wash tells me she heard multiple rounds of gunfire. Take a listen.
6 the first time, and then it was like a half a second to a second. I heard 6 more, and then a half a second or a second later, I heard 3 more.
Becky Johnson startled by what she says sounded like back-to-back gunfire. A deadly shooting in broad daylight at a car wash off Forest Hill Drive and Interstate 20.
I could see people filling for their cars.
Johnson watching customers take cover behind their own vehicles. Forest Hill police say 2 men got out of a Kia, approached the victim's car, and opened fire. Sky 4 video shows dozens of evidence markers around a maroon Challenger. Also, a vacuum still laying in the front seat. Forest Hill police confirm 2 were killed in the Monday shooting.
And a baby, his baby, a baby.
Family members tell Fox 4 the victims are 30-year-old Chucky Smith, known as North Texas rapper G Money Lil Ronnie, and his 5-year-old daughter. The little girl just had a birthday.
Now, check that out. This little girl, not knowing she was gonna show her last Valentine's Day with her friend. You know, I mean, that was like a hallmark love card, you know, like a story of 2 best friends at such a young age where she, you know, shared her daddy with her because her daddy can show up. You know, most kids nowadays, if they do have their dad in their life, they kind of selfish. They want to spend their time with their dad and just one-on-one, not to, you know, even think about sharing their dad or their time with another child, which I thought was so beautiful, so sweet of her to do. And then, you know, to be able to hang with her dad, which should have been a nice day at the car wash to go wash the car and to clean the car out. You know, her dad wanted her to ride clean in a nice ride, you know, probably put the music up and chilling with dad. But instead, you had these people to decide that they didn't want that to happen. And it's sad because most of this stuff comes out about bragging and showing the right hand what your left hand is doing, which you shouldn't do. Never let your left hand know what your right hand doing, or you'll forever be broke. Kind of same thing about a conversation. But let's carry on.
And kill him and the baby.
Fort Worth and Mansfield police were on scene to help with crowd control. Raw emotions as loved ones rushed to the car wash. Cries were heard as people leaned on one another.
When is gonna stop?
And the car wash, Stephen Heather, released a statement this afternoon saying it's working to assist police and the car wash will be closed for the next few days. Meanwhile, Forest Hill police tell us that they are working with multiple agencies on this case, including Fort Worth Police, Everman Police, Kennedale Police, and the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. But at this hour, no one has been arrested.
The baby mama wasted no time going to GoFundMe to organize this fundraiser after news ripped through Fort Worth and all across social media about what happened to her baby daddy and their daughter. Within hours, this was posted on GoFundMe with the title, Support a Grieving Mother After Tragedy. The GoFundMe explained what happened to the father and daughter and went on to say, in the wake of this unimaginable tragedy, the mother is left not only grieving the loss of her beloved daughter and partner, but also struggling to support her household during this difficult time. We're raising funds to provide financial support for her as she navigates this overwhelming loss and tries to rebuild her life. Any contribution, no matter how small, will help ease the financial burden and allow her to focus on healing and providing for her family as they work through this unimaginable grief. Your kindness and generosity are deeply appreciated in honoring the memory of this father and daughter and supporting the mother in her time of need. They quickly raised over $53,000. But the mother started exhibiting weird behavior, like bragging about designer clothes, even coming off as a little dismissive about the tragedy, and posing with stacks of cash. There was a balloon release at the crime scene where the mother was out there partying and holding stacks of cash to her face, flaunting money.
Yeah, security out there. Yeah.
Now, see, I guess, you know, a lot of people confidence themselves when they say a person get out of jail, they'll have a party for them. when, you know, a person been in jail for a long period of time and they get home and they celebrate. They celebrate regardless of what they did. They celebrate because of the fact they missed them. You know, they miss a lot of things. They probably miss a lot of death in their family, whatever the case may be. But I understand some people, when people die, then they celebrate. Some people may throw a get together. You know, they may just hang out at some resident's house, maybe the person mother house, or, you know, his partner house or whatever that he was with, to celebrate the life that he had on earth or she had on earth. And then they call it quits. Now, if people do give you money when you're in that, you know, that position, they'll probably give you a card, or, you know, hey, you know, come right here, let me talk to you right quick, and slide you some money. You know, put this towards, you know, the funeral or the food or what, you know, something, your bills. And it's like a hush hush. And then maybe later on that day or that night, you probably grieve, you probably cry, you probably too high, too drunk, or whatever your thing is to forget about your problems or your pain at the time. You do it. And then you think about, you know, the funeral, the bills, and I get it, you know, all that. But then to be out, like if you at a parade flaunting all this cash and you say security is out there, not the police, security. Mm. Now, you know, security, they shoot and all that stuff, but they don't really have a lot of authority. So you think people, they barely even respect the police, less alone respecting a security guard. But I mean, you know, to each his own. But for her to put herself out like this and talk about designer clothes, she should have pushed that money and showed y'all, just like JG say, show them like I spent the money on a nice casket, you know, nice clothes. This is what I did with the money. I appreciate y'all. Even if she didn't show that, she could have, you know, said this. But when you out there looking like that, then those people that put their hard money into that go be fine. I mean, what is it called? Go be fine, found,
Go fund me.
go find me. Okay, you put that in there, and you out here balling. Some of these people, you know, like they took it to heart, especially that it is a child involved that just had a birthday and died a day after her birthday. You know, that, I don't know. Like I said, people grieve different ways. I don't knock how she grieve. I just knock how she doing things as far as the money. Like she's saying, y'all gave me this money, I can do what I want with it. And if that's called partying, uh, buying whatever I couldn't afford or whatever, I'm gonna do it on your dime. So that's gonna make people think like, okay, did she or will she actually put a lot of time, effort into these funerals? You know, her baby daddy and her daughter. Or is you gonna go the cheap way, do just certain things with this money, and then the rest of it, we just gonna ball out. We're gonna have fun. But I'm gonna let y'all chose that little situation because check this out. Oh, it gets deeper than this, and then I'm gonna come back with some more because I'm not finished pie y'all in this one. It is not cute.
Now, why would she be showing off money, holding cash to her face, after raising thousands of dollars on GoFundMe? No doubt about it, her behavior garnered a lot of criticism. She went on social media and said, I don't give a F about a GoFundMe from strangers to family. Y'all pressed about money. I've been having money in my way. Guess I have to say this. Like, give me my babies back. I don't give a F about money. And I don't know, she said she been had money, but if you been had money, why do you need GoFundMe? She went on a rant about how the money from GoFundMe was causing problems from other people in their family. She was also lashing out at people she called strangers on social media who reacted to videos like this.
Yeah, they want us to be crying around this. We ain't crying. We gonna cry, but we ain't crying. You talking about? And y'all, my baby, it wasn't my baby birthday, y'all. My baby is a Cancer. My baby birthday is July 6th. It was my niece's birthday. And she had only been with her daddy 5 minutes. She just got dropped off before they my baby. 2 minutes, however long my baby was with him, they knew my baby was in that car. They did that shit on purpose, but we ain't tripping though. We ain't tripping.
Okay.
My daddy died.
Now, see, with that, if you read between lines or whatever, okay, she said, it wasn't her daughter's birthday, it was her niece's birthday. Okay, we'll clarify that. Regardless, if it was her daughter's birthday or her niece's birthday, the thing is, it don't seem, as looking at this video, it don't seem like she just really too involved in it right now about the pain. Now, some people, they can do the whole, I want to say, not showing the feelings, not showing they hurt, and they decide to, act out and play like this, I got it, I can handle this. But deep down, they is tearing up. So I feel that it's just my opinion. I feel that it's just a front for her to do for right now, because when it hit her, excuse me, when it hit her, it's nothing that nobody can do or say that's gonna make her just come off of it right then and there, because it's a feeling. It's the pain that's gonna hurt, and it's something that you cannot control. It controls you. So I just hate that she kind of went this way with it, and she's very harsh about it. I mean, like, she don't care what word she's choosing against. I think that she's not really giving a damn right now. She's not really feeling it, and she's just trying to show people that she's strong. But again, just Slim J, my opinion, I still feel that that's just a front. The money, yeah. If you had the money, you wouldn't be on the internet, social media asking for money. If you had the money, and funerals are very high. Okay, they're very high. It's so much process that you have to go through. So if you're gonna go with the bum funeral that you raised a 53K on, go out with it. But getting on social media trying to act harder than what you really are and how you really feel, it's sad. It's so sad, because I feel that she could have done this a different way. And not only that, you got your family, backing you up. But maybe the family backing her up to try to be strong with her. I want to know what y'all opinion is, but continue looking at this. It's going to shock you.
Her daddy died turning around trying to save her. You talking about? Literally. Literally. You talking about? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I grieve a little different, y'all. Y'all took my baby, but I'm not tripping on that shit. She give him and he take him. Y'all gotta die around this bitch. I ain't fucked up about it. I fucked up about how she left around this bitch, but I ain't fucked up about it. You talking about? Cause y'all know. Y'all wasn't with my baby.
The caption reads, mother of 5-year-old girl that was killed at car wash with her dad has this insensitive message to say about her child's death, then brags about name brand clothing.
Baby around this bitch, and she going out this bitch in style, Gucci, everything. Yeah. And her baby daddy gonna be proud of everything. Shout out to Petey. You talking about? The James Carroll, the tax man.
And it didn't help when her family jumped on live to also defend her.
Spin card. Because today is a celebration because they caught one. And we got one more to yeah, that boy P-Dog C and his P-Dog C and his they'll be all right. People would, if you haven't been in her shoes, then you can't judge. So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. If you have not been in Shamon's shoes, I just want to say, then you can't judge. If you against us, if you with us, we love you real bad. We love everybody. Pick hard. And if you want a bottle, see a shot, take a shot.
I nowadays when you do things like that and you just go sit back and look at that, I really want to know what they would think after they sit back and look at this. Like, I know I'm like just them in my opinion almost for sure that when they do look back and see this, they're gonna probably look at this different. I mean, if you just have that love or whatever, or that love about yourself and how you feel and how you carry yourself. But if you don't, then shit, you ain't gonna give a damn. It is what it is. That's what I did. That's what I meant. And they gonna keep it moving. I bet you just that video, it got so many dislikes. Some of them that didn't give a damn, and some of them was rooting for them. Like I said, to each his own how they grieve. I mean, this world wants you to do things their way. I get it. You do things your way. I get that too. But what about how it looks at the end of the day? Don't look too hot. So I just want to know what you think about someone that raised all that money and then get on the social media and like dog the people out who sit up there and donate their hard working money on it. Like, I would be like, thank you, God bless y'all for the support. But that's just me. That's just what I would do. Like I said, some people think that it's right. Some people think it's wrong. Everybody have their opinion about this story. And it's crazy because even Lil Ronnie, it was the bragging thing about him, doing his thing, him gambling and everything, him making sure in his games that he beat you in the games, that he played the dice, the dominoes, the spade, whatever he say, whatever you want to play, y'all can talk to his boys and, put your money pretty much basically where your mouth is at. I get that. So maybe me, just my opinion, just saying when you have somebody just living that lifestyle like that, then the way she acting, maybe this is correct to them. So maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Or half of the other world that was looking at this, we probably looking at it wrong. Because for them, that's probably right. That's probably how you handle things, in life. But we're not gonna stick too long on this. I'm glad that they did catch the two guys and the other people that was involved. I hope that the mother, got to put her daughter and her baby daddy or whatever she called him away, well. And I pray that, they get through this. Losing someone, regardless on how you take it, feel, accept it, even deal with it, it's your choice. I just hope everything go well for them and that, everything get paid in full and she don't have those bills to worry about. She can just still keep balling out on the GoMe fund money and her money that she have that she didn't need at all. So you can either let that go kind of close to the end or you can speed it up. It's up to you because we're going to be rocking and rolling into our next topic. But we can let you play this for a little bit so you can understand where I'm coming from. And of course, if you want to go back and look at that, You know, you can check it out on YouTube, Instagram, all those hot social media that love to keep you in the mix.
Just want to give a shout out to Pink Book Lessons. We will be putting it down in the description if we decide to clip this up. And the title of this video that we have been reacting on was Mom Raises $35K After Tragic Loss, then brags about cash and designer clothes while partying. So if you want, I can play the last little bit, or we can go into the next one. Your call.
Yeah, you can do that. Get me a sip of my water. Yeah.
And Armani, why? What was their connection to the victims and why did they do it? That's the answer the community is still looking for. R.I.P. to Lil Ronnie and 5-year-old Armani. This is definitely a sad story. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Shout out to Emmett. I appreciate you, Emmett, for all of your support for the channel. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to like and share.
You know, it's amazing how time have changed. I mean, anytime that someone get killed, me personally, just my opinion, you know, I feel like they got taken away from their life, what they could have been. And, you know, just you want to see them do better. You want to see them, you know, come up in the world. And that little girl did not get that chance because somebody didn't like, or they was going through something they didn't like about him. And it's gonna come out. I mean, I hate to say it, but like Texas is on the map for real, with these rappers, with these the jealousy, and it all revolve around jealousy, money, and then a female, or maybe sometime a guy. But it be those main two things: money, jealousy. It is so much money out here to be made. Just go out there and get it, but do it on your own. If your rap game is tight, your podcast game is tight, whatever you want to do and desire, you can do it. You just got to come hard with it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. It's plenty of money out here to be made. You ain't got to worry about taking it from nobody else. You can go make your money, but you ain't got to brag about it. Because once you brag about it, them same homegirls, homeboys that's down with you, that be the main one that get you. Tupac, biggest mouth. You got, look at all these people. Mo3, you got Young B, all them in Dallas and Fort Worth, like all, and it's all connecting. I've been following that story, and it all connects. It's going into like a big old circle, and that big old circle is all those ones that you see on those rap videos, hanging out with each other, making that money together. But just because one decide to do better than the other one or come harder than the other one, instead of them bringing their A game is coming hard with them, they came with guns and fights. I mean, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, you know, they coming with lyrics. Kind of like how Tupac and Biggie Small did it. Violence and guns is not really I mean, that's not a way out. One gonna be dead, one gonna be in penitentiary. Or they'll both be dead. And the only thing that's left behind is your music, your kids, what you used to do. It's not good. But I mean, this is what we have in 2025 is we out there to get each other instead of help each other, which is so sad. But it comes to that number one thing, jealousy. I bet you. Watch when y'all get all these stories, watch how it all rotates back around. That main one that you thought had they shit together. Really didn't, because they was the one that was hating on you and decided to put a hit out on you, or to do it themselves. Hmm. You'll see. You'll probably hear it on the
In this morning's
TBH.
murder trial.
Carry on.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting used to this new system. As soon as you click it to try to set it up, it just started playing. So my apologies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and segue us into it, if you want, that was my bad.
No, I was saying, y'all gonna hear all that, and I'm sure if y'all tune in on Wednesdays on the TBH show, they do a lot of that covering of celebrities and they stuff. I just try to keep it real with the violence and the jealousy and all that, but same time, hey, it starts at the stores. Big ballers to small ballers, the hood people, the little small people. People ain't got shit to do. Oh, go ahead.
So this next video is from KHOU 11, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with this, but there's a certain man who did a certain thing to a certain family. So, let's see what happens.
And this morning, the murder trial of Xavier Davis is set to start here in Harris County. All of this stems from the 2021 shooting deaths of a couple and their 6-year-old daughter in Southwest Houston. Devon Roming joining us live outside the Harris County Courthouse this morning. And Devon, what can we expect in court today?
Well, Reka and Steph, good morning. Opening statements are set to begin within a matter of hours. And, this trial has been nearly 4 years in the making after investigators say Xavier Davis was hired as an alleged hitman in this case. Now, this all happened back in June of 2021.
Okay. I just want y'all to hear it from him to say the name and not me first. So, yeah, it's Xavier Davis. A legend. He's 30 years old. This happened in June 2021. Now, I know you got homegirls, homeboys. You know how that, man, I'll die for you. Bitch, I got your back. I'll do anything for you. Yeah, I get it. But I don't think I'll go and kill for you. And not only the adults, but a child too. And then shoot another kid. Like, Slim J, just my opinion. You had to be on some good stuff, or the person that was talking to you had to really have a good. They has to have some good words for you to even want to go in somebody's house. And you know what? This guy allegedly he knocked on the door and just started shooting. Well, okay, this how they told me. Allegedly, he knocked on the door. The guy came to the door with his 1-year-old son. Then, allegedly, Xavier pushed the guy in, pulled the gun on the dad, and pulled the baby by the hair and put him or throw him in the couch. At this point, I guess that's when he started shooting. When he started shooting, then he shot the guy, the mom, the 6-year-old, the 10-year-old daughter that he shot. She played dead, which she was holding her 1-year-old brother. And then later on, she, got up and she was a brave girl because she played dead. I guess after he left, she got up and she called her grandmother or whoever to come and rescue her and her little brother. They also had an 8-year-old little boy, which he wasn't there. I don't know where he was at, but he wasn't there. Now, the person that came up with this idea, I can't say nothing was bright about it, but this idea, they said that, when you rob these people, when you do this, you can have everything, all the money in the house. Now, I ain't the smartest person on that situation. A lot of people won't have no more than maybe a couple $100 at their house. I'm talking about like times are hard. You're not gonna keep like a big ass safe in your house especially in apartments. I just can't see that. I mean, if you was a drug dealer, nah, maybe kind of sort of. If you had some kind of business going on that you know you ain't supposed to be doing, kind of sort of, but nothing really big, nothing huge to make a person want to go in there and kill you behind some money. You could have all the money or whatever you want. Just do what I want you to do. And it was behind what? You're gonna find out. Listen to this story.
One inside an apartment in Southwest Houston off Fondren Road. Investigators say Davis was hired by Alexis Chanel Williams to kill the family of her ex-girlfriend. He was allegedly promised all of the money he came across inside the apartment at the time of the shootings. Donyavia Lagway, her husband Gregory Carhey, and their 6-year-old daughter Harmony were all killed. The couple's 10-year-old daughter was also inside the apartment at the time of the shooting and was shot, but investigators say she survived after playing dead while holding her 1-year-old brother. Again, opening statements are expected to begin at 9 o'clock this morning, and it'll be interesting to see if whether or not the couple's surviving daughter takes the stand during this trial.
Okay.
Live in downtown Houston, Devon Rahman, KHOU 11 News.
Now, this thing, okay, they say funding. So if you kind of stay in Houston, Texas, you kind of know, the area. And I mean, they have nice spots out there, nice apartments and everything, but most of them is just kind of like middle class, I'm gonna say. So, Slim J, just my opinion. I'm assume that it was you weren't gonna probably go in that house and find or that apartment and find a lot of money. So just say, hypothetically speaking, this person he went in there, killed them, shot them, and everything. 10-year-old, she played dead. Thank God the baby he was quiet because I know it probably wrecked the poor baby brains, but and you go in there and only thing you found like maybe 60 or maybe $100, and you don't took out 3 people, and you don't shot one. $60 to $100 for life for you. Then I just be trying to figure out like you 30 and the person now, got your head all big and pump up. 29, you know better. Like I would assume you know better. Because some people just weak minded and when they hungry for certain things or want certain things, and maybe that make them react, or maybe they feel that the plan is so good that they're gonna get away with it. No, forensic files have things, and God played a lot in this, as he do with everything that's good. The little girl, she was able to just identify it. And I'm sure if it was Alexia, the little girl was going to identify it. I mean, come on now. The mother and Alexia had a relationship. So therefore, she probably was aware of her or knew her or something about it. It may not have been as deep as she knew about a romantic relationship, but she probably seen this person before. Okay? Because I'm not going to lie, I can't hold this back. When I first looked at the video, you could not tell me that was a female. No. Okay? It's just like the guys is getting real pretty or making up their face and looking better than a pure female. You got those females out there that can look like a pure dude. I'm talking about fade better than a 100% male, but that's here or there. We're not going to get into that. But anywho, so her game was, her mind game playing with Xavier it had to be good. Because like I said, just think, if he would have just went in there and got $100, you took out 3 people's life, and then you shot someone. So I'm sure you're going to get life. Well, check this out. This guy had nerves enough to try to get a bond. He tried to get bond out. You done killed 3 people and shot a person, you gonna get bond out? Well, guess what? I'm sorry, Houston, Texas, but it kind of been happening here. We have been getting people that been on bond get out and convict another crime. And most of the time, these crimes, they get worse, Matter of fact, Xavier Davis he had got bonded out for armed robbery and a family assault, I think. Could have been, or just another assault. But he was already out on bond. And then y'all let him out, and then he go do a crime worse than just robbing someone. I mean, robbing somebody, that's crucial too. Assaulting somebody is crucial as well. But taking somebody's life where they can't talk about it, you can't be with your mother, your father, your sister. You took a lot from these people. Even though the 1-year-old probably won't be able to remember, but I'm sure, hey, nowadays they got these kids, they like little sponges. They remember certain things. But he scarred these kids. The 10-year-old, the 1-year-old that was there, and the 8-year-old that wasn't there, I'm sure he or she, it's a son, I'm sorry, probably be going through something. Don't have a mother or father, my little sister's going, what if I was there? So it's a lot. But then this Alexa, she decided that she wants to get her back. Get her back and tell this guy, this how I'm going to pay you. You go get her. And I kind of assume it could have just been, get her. But then you got a man and a woman, so she may probably thought he would probably come after her. I don't know what she was thinking, but one thing I do know is Xavier Davis went in there and shot these people up, asked for a bond. He got denied because they already know these judges already be tripping on it. But if they would have let him out, it probably would have got worse than what it is with this, because, you killing somebody, that probably won't be no problem to do it again. Not just one person, they killed 3 people and shot another person. So I don't think he's scared of the gun or killing nobody. Kind of sort of prove that. But then your homegirl / homeboy thought they was going to get away with it. But he started talking, because now he probably said, well, shit, I'm finna get life. And you going to have to peel some of this with me. Now, let's see what they did to her.
Court for the first time. 29-year-old Alexis Chanel Williams faces several charges, including 3 counts of capital murder. KPRC2's Brittany Jeffers is joining us live outside the courthouse in downtown Houston with details on Williams' appearance today. Brittany?
Yeah, we walked out of that courtroom about 30 minutes ago, and a judge determined that Williams will be held without bond for now. Now, as you mentioned, the 29-year-old had that first court appearance this morning. It's her first court appearance where she's charged 3 counts of capital murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now, this stems from her role in a triple murder in June 2021. Now, the 28-year-old Xavier Davis was also arrested as the accused gunman. Now, he's facing identical charges. Probable cause read in the courtroom today regarding Williams states that a man knocked on the family's apartment, and when the father answered the door, a man demanded money and then proceeded to shoot and kill Gregory Carhi, Danyavia Lagwe, and the couple's 6-year-old daughter. Now, investigators say a 10-year-old little girl was also in the apartment. She was shot in the arm and played dead. They say a 1-year-old child was also unharmed.
Not just 3 people, both of her parents and her little sister were executed, and she had to watch it. And not only did she have to watch it, she had to experience it while being shot herself. the bravery and the heroism that she showed that day in her wherewithal to not move, in her wherewithal to just let him, Xavier Davis, get out of the apartment before she began to check on her brother, to check on her little sister, to check on her parents, is amazing. I don't think that there are many adults out here that could have done what she did.
The district attorney's office also says that cell phone records played a large role in linking Xavier Davis and Alexis Williams. They say this was through text messages, phone calls, and locations. Now, the state also alleges that Williams requested to FaceTime during the murders. As for what happens next, we're told that there will be a proof evident hearing. However, that has not been scheduled. Reporting live, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.
Brittany, thank you.
Boy, Brittany had hell with that wind, did she? That wind was tearing her hair up like it. Boy, poor Brittany. That hair looked like it was going through some troubles right there in that windy city of Houston, Texas. Hey, but on the cool. See, I told y'all. Then she look like a dude. Like if you just glance at it and don't just stare. I mean, I thought it was a guy. When they said a name, I had to like back it up. Wait a minute, maybe I'm tripping. Alexia. Okay. But anyways, that jealousy, it took the thing of her. And I guess, the wife, she was hurt maybe because of what her husband was going through, whatever the case may be, but they decide to what is the word I'm looking for? Get back together. And then, they doing good. They was doing so good. Matter of fact, she was expecting their 5th child. Didn't know that, huh? Yeah. But Alexa wasn't having it. So that was literally, if I can't have you, then no one can. But she didn't want to be the one to pull the trigger. But yet and still, she's going to have to live with it. Because it looks like she's going to get the same time that Mr. Xavier Davis is getting. I mean, these people they're not playing. And y'all can't go and think you're going to play with this woman, this man, that man, or vice versa. Woman to woman, man to man. Baby, when feelings get involved and there's a heart and that big old J come out called jealousy, that's a killer. So maybe, just Slim J, in my opinion, she should have just kind of like spaced it out a little bit, like I don't want to, set it up too bad. Maybe she just should have like, hey, you try to like untie something and the knot is kind of hard to untie, but you keep on working with it until you get it unloosed. And once you get that string unloosed and it's back flat again, then that's what she probably would have did. Like, I don't want to be with you and constantly get away. Because if you feed into a person that's like that, then it can cause problems like this. So yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like, and they still actually going through this in this 2025. So what else do you have for me? Do I have any comments today? I haven't seen any. I think my off a little.
We have not had any comments tonight, but we have had about 3 to 5 people hanging out with us the whole time.
Well, thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in with me and listening to me. We're going to keep this thing rolling because, baby, this jealousy stuff do not stop.
So our last video is actually a 2-parter. The video that you had sent to me on Facebook, it didn't play, but I think I found something that you might enjoy a little better. Same thing.
Okay.
But so let's all be shocked together.
I know, right?
It's April 12th,
2018, and 27-year-old Renita Williams goes live on Facebook while being held at gunpoint by her ex-boyfriend, 37-year-old Jonathan Robinson. Although Renita has built up a small following on the social media platform, she's using her brother's account as she's been temporarily banned.
It's already done. Now, apologize.
Hey y'all, this Nunu. I apologize for going live on Rika. I ain't had no business doing all that. My page been blocked, so that's why I'm going live. Yes, I know I was wrong. I ain't have no business going off like that, but
See right there. See right there. Everybody want to be famous. I'm going to make you famous.
yes.
What?
I am sorry, y'all. This Nunu, I'm blocked off my page, so I had to go out live on Morse phone. I ain't had no intentions of going live like that. I apologize to everybody. Yes.
What?
No.
Slim,
Yes.
did you see that gun in the background that was in his hand?
The
Did you
gun?
see it? Yeah.
Uh-huh. And see, this the thing.
Goodness.
So the thing is, allegedly, he was messing with someone in Louisiana, and then he was messing with someone in Houston, and he decided to go to either Louisiana or Houston. Excuse me, I kind of get it mixed up because he was kind of like going back and forth, and he was dealing with both of these females, and he decided to, get with the other female instead of Nunu. And she just said, okay, since he's not gonna be with me, then I'm just gonna make his and her relationship just go wow. Just how these youngsters, these immature people that get on social media and they try to make people look bad, to make themselves look bad because they hurting, they jealous, they upset, and the only way that they can get somebody to listen to them is for them to get on social media and to dog them out. And he decided that he's gonna drive. Matter of fact, he drove from Louisiana to Houston and made her get on Facebook and to apologize to the social media about what she did and said about his current girlfriend he with now. Now this is some crazy stuff because when he do you know get her doing a bunch of stuff, then you can hear in the background where he heard his other girlfriend that Nunu was picking on. She's telling him, you don't have to do this, don't worry about it, we can get over this, we don't have no problem. Now this is gonna trip you out, but if you just listen to, you have to kind of like listen to the background and the Nunu, because in the background you're gonna hear the lady on the phone stating that don't do this, and then you hearing Nunu also talking to her because she's on loudspeaker. And I mean, it's crazy, but then it's gonna boil down crazy. I just seen what I got, baby Scorpio. Hey, baby Scorpio.
Shout out to Baby Scorpio in the building. Says such a sad case. Yes, he made her apologize at gunpoint.
Yes.
Let's play a little bit more. She come back and says the two females were beefing, and one of them had mental issues.
Correct.
Let's see what else we got.
Yes, that's her. Let me see the phone, son.
No.
Yes. Yes, Aunt Lola. Yes. Yeah, Rika. Yeah, she on the phone.
See now, saying she on the phone. No, I'm just saying now, she's saying she's on the phone because some kind of way her aunt also got, called. And then the crazy part is her brother and her mother is there. And, they trying to like talk him down. And I think they like in another room trying to, like get the police there or get somebody there to just kind of talk him down. But then, of course, the girl that which is his girlfriend, that have the mental problem, allegedly the mental problem. She's on the phone as well, talking to him, trying to get him down. But keep watching. It gets worse.
You don't worry about the police right now? Huh? You think I'm worried about the police right now?
No.
I tell you, I don't give a about no police, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, we'll pull up right now. Pull up.
Okay.
Pull up. Pull up.
Uh-huh. No, it was just I apologize because I couldn't go live on my phone. My page is blocked.
Bitch want to be famous? I'm gonna make you fucking famous.
No.
You want to be famous? I'm gonna make you famous.
No.
No. Everybody want to be famous. Let's be famous today.
Okay.
Huh? I do.
Yes.
He's telling you I get on these bitches never.
No.
Did this grown man just said, I'm going to get on these?
Go ahead, what?
Did this grown man just say, I'm finna get on these bitches level? Is that what he just said?
Yeah. Because he's upset.
Fam.
But it's crazy because he's tired of her messing with his girlfriend that he's with now. And she got on Facebook, that's put on blast. Just like I said, it's crazy how they use social media to fight, to do, I call it the pre-fight, because that's the argument. And then once you all see each other, then is it going to be a fight? Is it going to be a stabbing? Is it going to be a gunshot? I mean, a gun shooting? Like, what is it going to be? Because at the end of the day, you had time to think all this through. But yet and still you didn't. But carry on.
All right, he's firing at me. I need it blocked off, Natalie, so no one comes down.
Jonathan Robinson didn't just kill Renita Williams in cold blood. He had also opened fire on her mother just prior to the murder and tried to shoot her brother, but he narrowly escaped. It didn't end there though, because when police arrived at the house, he tried to kill them as well. In fact, he managed to hit one of the officers. So, how did we even get to this point?
Now you see this? What I mean.
That's crazy.
And you know what the crazy part is that when people get outraged, some people blank out, some people don't remember, some people do remember. But at this point in time, I mean, I feel like the girlfriend wasn't the only one that was having a mental breakdown or a problem, because I felt, Slim J, just my opinion, that he got mad because he got caught. And he couldn't, now they know about each other. And now that they know about each other, the chick that he's threatening, she just gonna keep irritating you. So since you mess up with me and you dog me out, then I'm gonna mess your relationship up. And y'all, old girl, either gonna have a mental problem or, y'all gonna get mad. And this is what happened. He got mad.
No. I understand what you're saying, but goodness gracious, I mean, like, I can't even put into words how to describe what I want to say, because it's like, on one hand, there's no excuse for a man to ever do anything like this over two women. The mere fact that you're able to have two women at once to give you solace enough to just go get another one.
Exactly.
If you can do that, get another one. And the second thing is, to the young lady, RIP to her, but leave people alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because you, and I'm not putting it on her, but you drove that man to the point to where he got off his square. Because you wanted him to get off his square. You didn't know he was going to crash out on you, though.
Right.
But you assumed that I'm just going to make his life a living hell. And he brought that hell to your doorstep. Baby Scorpio said, Yes, it was premeditated. He drove several hours to get to her. Do you know how mad you gotta be to drive several hours? The last time I heard somebody driving several hours for something was that chick from NASA, and she had on a diaper. You remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
she did not stop, and she went down there, and what it was behind
Yep.
a
Same
man,
thing.
and a woman.
Yep. And
But
you know what? This man drove down there, and we don't have diapers, so he had like an old water bottle. He was like probably just using the water bottle, dump it out, keep going. I mean, it's crazy.
yeah, and I mean, and then of course, the last time we heard something about somebody driving that far is the guy that went to the Louisiana and killed those people.
Yep.
You know, I mean, to some people, Louisiana is not that far from Texas. I mean, that's kind of like a hop, skip, and jump for them. I guess they be so riled up or whatever. But I feel like, damn, if you driving 4 to 5 hours, hell, I think within an hour, hell, me 10 minutes, I done turn around. Shit, you know what? The hell with that person. I'll move on. You
I'm
know,
mad
it's
every day when I ride to work, but after
Yeah.
that 45-minute ride, it don't even matter no more.
yeah, it's just don't. I mean, you know, to be that upset and to, like you said, drive that many hours, as Baby Scorpio say, that's a lot of hours to be driving. So you was crunk. Well, this what I want y'all to see. Like, it's gonna be a part that I'm gonna ask JG to stop, because I'm gonna see if y'all can figure this part out, because I've been confused. I don't look at this video like twice. But anyway, I'm gonna let him go ahead and play this so y'all can understand. Because and then what the mama had to do with it. Well, of course, you know, she probably was like, don't hurt my daughter. The brother said, the hell with this. Don't you supposed to be staying there protecting your mom? Well, I'm just, you know, I understand. But he probably needs to go get help. I will leave that alone.
Man so deranged that he would be willing to not only wipe out a family and do that on live stream, but also try to gun down police in the process. Well, come with me as we take a deep dive into the case and answer that very question. We'll also examine some exclusive interrogation footage that to date has only been seen by detectives who are assigned to the case.
We'll go ahead and go straight to that point of the interview, and then we'll wrap with the last little bit. You want to go right here when they got him?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay.
Right there.
Thank you guys for rocking with us. You could be anywhere in the world right now if you're here with us, and we appreciate you guys. We are running past the time just a little bit, but hey, if y'all want to watch it, we're going to get through this last topic. So here we go.
Now, he a pretty big dude to be in two females drama.
The top lot, and we'll be up there. If you want to go, and I'll meet y'all there.
Also, shout out to Ape Honcho. Has 693,000 subscribers. This is the channel that we're watching off of. So if you like what he's doing, please give him a like. This one video has gotten 1.2 million views. It's been up for a year. So
thank you.
That's y'all's words, right, Jonathan?
Don't be strong. Right. Right. I love you. You know it too. Right? My body, you know, okay? Go back to Texas, okay? It's grown. Take care of the kids. Take care of myself. Worry about it, okay? Hear me?
I'm gonna be there. Not on the scale. I lost 12 pounds already.
Baby, you can't speak to me. Right?
You know this ain't what I wanted.
I know. I'm tired. I mean, you, man, I was so tired. I had you.
I just didn't want Nothing happened. I heard the gunshots. I lost it. Lost it. I don't want nobody else hurt. You know, I'm so against violence. You know that. I'm beat up for you. Even though I'm against what you did, I'm so far against it. I have cried so many tears so far. It's over there. Then,
Hey, listen to me. You need to get some help.
haven't I been telling you that for years?
And them streets ain't the way to get it.
Haven't you been on the right track since you left here?
You hear me, Jonathan?
To me, Houston, I don't want nobody to bother you.
Was I worried about them? You went and watched it. I didn't go watch it. I didn't care.
I don't want you to go back for nobody trying to hurt you.
You know that.
Okay.
Woo, man.
So this what gets me is because so he say go back to Texas. So
We done figured out. Yeah, you was correct in your assumption. He drove to Louisiana.
To Texas.
Yeah.
So okay, like
Texas girls got something on them, man. They make you drive down there and kill somebody.
I'm not gonna play with you. So
you might have to pass
the thing is, I'm trying to figure out how she get there so fast.
That's a good question. That's what I was thinking.
Exactly. I mean, I look at this video, and I know she was on the phone with him. Y'all remember when he was in the house, she was on the phone with him, and she was like, "Hey, come on, you don't have to do this." She trying to talk him down. The girl is on the phone with her auntie. The mama and the brothers doing what they doing, but then all of a sudden, old girl just come up, and I know she ain't fly on no jet from Louisiana to Houston. Okay, so
not in a tank top, in a what that little
bonnet,
cap on here?
a little bonnet. So Slim J, that's my opinion. What I think is that she was in the vehicle with him when he was driving. Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
There had to be, because how you just gonna pop up like that? You know how many people have cell phones? I mean, kids get cell phones at the age of 9 now. So he in the house talking to her on the cell phone. She's out in the car. But damn, you don't had 3 to 4, 5 hours to ride to one state to another state. You could not have talked him down, because
she was trying to talk him down even when he was in there.
But you was talking him down when he was in there. You got 5 hours to talk somebody down.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
He was gassing them up the whole go.
Exactly, because look, check this out. If you with a person, if your wife, your husband come and tell you something, then you're gonna get riled up about it. Okay. But then if your wife or your husband say, "Look, baby, don't worry about it. It's just, we're gonna let it go," or whatever. If that husband or wife try to get that husband or wife down, then you're going to turn around and y'all going to find something else to do. Okay, I tell you what, we're not going to get on Facebook no more. You erase your account, I erase my account, Facebook, and it'll be gone. But it had to be her riding with him. Yeah, we're going to go get that bitch. We just going to tell her, such. And she probably thought or assumed that he was just going to go and talk to her and then be finished. But I can't say that, because at the same time she goes, the police say, you need to get some help. And she said, I've been telling you that. Haven't I been telling you that? Well, damn, you've been knowing this person need help. Why in the hell would you ride 4 to 5 hours to a different state and kind of figure out what kind of mind state he at? And you think he just gonna go in there and talk and we're gonna have popcorns and pop bottles and say, stop fucking with my gal, and I'm gonna drive back to the state that I just drove 4 to 5 hours from? No, that person was riled up. I'm talking about when he was riled up, he was like, he was on 100. The hell with a 10, he was on 100.
He's ready
and
to go.
The more he was getting there, the closer he was getting to fire up. So if you back here pumping my head up, just like in the scene with Xavier Davis and Alexia Williams, You open that person's head up. Some people are weak minded like that, where you can get in their head and tell them, hey, this is what it's going. They can make it sound good. They know what you want to hear. They know what you like. So they making this shit sound like, like if you finna go hit the lotto at 2 million more, and at the same time you getting set up for failure. I told him that he needed help. If you know he needed help, then you shouldn't have rolled your ass down there to that other state to see, this play out, because that's what happened.
Sounds like a setup. That's what it sounds like.
Baby
Scorpio says he must have been following him. That's a good theory too, but
true.
That's a good theory, because then that would make a little bit of sense. But if we stay on Slim's thought process, it seemed like he gassed him up all the way down there, and then when C saw him take that gun in there, she's like, "Uh-oh," and then she tried to reel it back. But on Baby Scorpio's point, if she was following him, she could have been trying to call him, and that's just gassing him up even more too, because obviously he got some mental issues as well. If you willing to throw away your life, and then the only thing you say in the back of this car is, "I want you to go back and have a good life,"
and you don't have to worry about her no more.
That's past what's in between her legs, because you can't keep that no more.
Exactly.
Something else going on.
It's definitely something going on. That's why I say it's so much going on, and with all these stories, it all boiled down to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was two guys as in a rap game, or two females in a rap game, whether it was a woman and a man, or a woman and a woman
that look like a man.
A man and a man. It's just, it all boils down to jealousy. It is so many people have talent, so many people that can make things happen. Anything that you want to have in life, it takes time. You have to work hard for what you want, because when you work hard for what you want, you will go to the grave before you lose it. And maybe that's what some of their things or their theories, but gee whiz, this have been crazy.
So here's what we'll do. We are 22 minutes after the full hour of the show, and I don't know if y'all know this or not, me and Slim have a job. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna leave you on a cliffhanger, but just in the chat or in the comments when you watch this, if you want to see a part 2 where we go ahead and break down this whole thing, because you can see it's about an hour long, just let us know and we'll get it set up so Slim can do that for you. So let's go ahead and get to the update. Where are we at right now? Fast forward all the way to today. Let's see what we got.
Man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend on Facebook Live changes his plea to guilty today. NBC6's Delano Henry joins us now live from the Caddo Parish Courthouse with more. Delano?
That's right, Jackie. Everybody in the courtroom was in tears today as Jonathan Robinson apologized to the mother of the victim, Renita Williams.
Live, I'm off the phone. No.
This was Renita Williams on Facebook Live just moments before her Facebook friends witnessed her life being taken. It happened back in April of 2018.
I don't have to worry about it no more. My baby can rest. It's just over with, and I'm glad.
And her mother, Anita, is relieved the man accused of killing her daughter is pleading guilty.
This has been the longest months of my life.
37-year-old Jonathan Robinson is Williams' ex-boyfriend. He initially entered a plea of not guilty to first-degree murder and several counts of attempted first-degree murder of police officers. According to the district attorney, 2 of them even came close to dying.
The officer who actually was shot and the first officer who drove up to the scene of the crime, who thankfully she stopped short, because if she had driven all the way up to the house, she would have been killed.
The district attorney tells NBC6 News before talking with Renita's mother, he did seek the death penalty.
But based on my conversations with her, I was willing to back off if he pled.
So at the end of the day, the decision that was made was my decision. We feel a lot better. It hurts me. It hurts me so bad. By killing Jonathan, it's not going to bring Renita back. None whatsoever. So
Robinson also pled guilty to all of the other charges, and he faces life in prison without parole. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Delano.
Well, she definitely not gonna wait on him. I mean, he already said go live your life and enjoy yourself. I see Baby Scorpio say part two. Oh, okay. We gotta definitely see how many more we can get those part two. But guys, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I hope you all appreciate the show, enjoy the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button. We'll see if we can do a part two because, guys, this is serious business. Jealousy is something very serious. Uh, it don't, it's so many men's out there, so many women's out there. It is, sometimes what you think is right for you is not right for you. So don't just move on. Do something else. Invest in yourself. With that said, thank you all for tuning in with Slim J. Just my opinion. Peace out.